I'd like to introduce you to a talented knife maker out of Poland, Tomasz Dziubinski. In front of me I have 4 knives from him. The first one is the Nomad. This is basically a machete, smaller machete, or a very big camp knife. One of the things about this knife is has a 1/4 inch stock for the blade, 10 inches long, has a full tang on it. And one of the things I really like about this knife is the grooves that he's put into the micarta. Excellent for handle ergonomics, very comfortable to hold, because if you're using this thing all day, you're going to want it to be comfortable in your hand. The blade, the weight on it, slightly forward, which it should be on a machete type knife, and let the blade do the work when it's going into the vegetation that you're trying to remove. You may have seen this knife before if you have your knives 2026. I did an article on this, and Thomas made the centerfold. There's the Nomad in all its glory, 2-page spread. Good job, Thomas. One of the other things I like about his work on this Kydex sheath, and a lot of you that spend a lot of time in the field know when it rains, you don't want your sheath to get wet or hold water because it'll rust your knife. What he's done is, you can see this little hole right here. This is a drain hole, and he features that on all of his sheaths. That's a nice touch. A lot of makers don't do that, but that's an important aspect if you're going to be working in a wet environment. Next up is a knife I call the Trailhead. It's designed with kind of an upswept blade on it, which I call it the Trailhead because when you start your adventure into the outdoors, usually you're on the trailhead. That's where you start. So this knife it could be carried for an EDC knife, don't get me wrong. But when Thomas and I worked on this, I specifically asked for an upswept blade like this because it encourages using for slicing and things like that, that if you're going to use it as a camp knife to slice vegetables, to create kindling, etc. A slicer type blade or an upswept blade is going to give you more of the ability to do that. One of the other things I like about this knife is I asked for the harpoon style blade on it because you can put your thumb up against that and you can really, as you can see, you can really get a good grip on that and use it for small chores, which is important for if you're only going to have one knife in the field. It needs to be able to do a multitude of chores. Again, this one has a slightly tapered tang on it, as you can see, slightly. OD Green G10, very comfortable in the hand. Once you get it in your hand, the balance on it is exceptional. You don't even know you're using it. This is the sheath that comes with every Trailhead. As you can see, once again, it's got the hole in it for drainage. You can also take these screws off and you can adjust the knife so you can carry it horizontally or vertically. Again, this is another example of the Trailhead. As you see, both of them have black Cerakote on it. And you can see that the grind comes up to here on it. Again, black G10, very comfortable in the hand. Excellent field knife, just excellent. The last knife is the Scorpion. The Scorpion, one of the cool things about this is the handle material was made, it's carbon fiber that was made by Thomas himself with a green and yellow in it. Very unique, very unusual, pretty cool looking. Then it has red liners on it. It's called the Scorpion because it's small but lethal. Excellent everyday carry knife. Comes with this little sheath, has the drainage hole in it. You can adjust this to carry it horizontally or vertically. This would make an excellent everyday carry. Again, if you have any interest in these knives, you can see them at robertsonscustomcutlery.com. Please like and share.